So our family's always been an active family. The boys have done 3 sports and football, wrestling, baseball, and Bekah started out wrestling as well.
Wrestling, I think, is our most favorite thing that we do, so we
And
really
when
like
Bekah
that.
said, I want to wrestle, I was like, ugh, what? No, not you too. Now she does dance and loves it.
One time, Eli was not feeling well or sick.
Yeah, I took Bekah along that day. And I just said to our pediatrician,
She
I
had
said,
a hunch, yeah.
she's been off. I said, what can we look at? Is, maybe an iron deficiency or something like that. And he looked at her and gave us lab work. It was a Friday night. And my mom was off work the next day, and he was home with the boys. So we decided just to go get it done Saturday morning. And went home, made tacos. Tacos is the meal of the day, and I'll never forget that meal. Took a while till we could eat tacos again.
For a while.
And the phone rang. I was outside hanging up laundry, and the phone rang. And I saw it was the pediatrician. Heart kind of dropped on the floor. She said we'd have to head to Hershey, and I asked her when, and she said now.
They have a bed ready for you. You need to go now.
The doctors walked in, and they said, we're pretty sure it's leukemia.
Yeah.
We won't know for sure what type. I didn't know there were types, I guess, at that point. We were still new to this.
They take you down a hallway, and you sit in this office, and you sit there for another 15, 20 minutes, and like I said, thoughts roll through your mind, give us a shot. What do we have? What can we deal with it? Can we fight with it? How can we win? And that's tough, tough.
I know exactly when I first heard of Four Diamonds Fund. It was Monday, less than 48 hours since we got there, and they had taken Bekah for her bone marrow aspiration and to put her PICC line in. So I was in her hospital room by myself and just sitting there trying to take things in. They give you a book about leukemia and, looking at stuff, just trying to absorb what you can, and in comes a staff member, and she came in and she introduced herself. She said, my name's Heather. I'll be your social worker, and I represent something called the Four Diamonds Fund. It took a while to sink in. I know it's not something you really think about financially initially, because you're really just thinking about your daughter and your family and how it's going to affect keeping all that together. But the financial burden that was lifted in that moment, I felt it. It's just like, what? Everything covered, what insurance doesn't, and he's got good insurance, but still, it's still a hefty weight, I think, to hold. So.
Yeah, that's after everything kind of your world comes crashing down a little bit. It's like a light in the dark to saying, hey, we're okay. And the people that helped unconditionally was amazing. And that's the stuff that you will never be able to say that you can thank people enough, because you can't imagine what it's like to go through something like that. The fear, it's just so hard to have faith when you feel like everything kind of just stops. So that for us is, what everybody's done is just, you can't say enough. For me personally, I just worry about people knowing that, hey, we appreciate everything that you do.
There's a great team of doctors and scientists, and they do get direct funding from Four Diamonds. And to be able to have that given to these intelligent people to work with and have new treatments for things like leukemia, but also many other childhood cancers, is really phenomenal.
You think about the advancements that have been made, through research and funds like that. Who knows, 10, 15 years ago, we might not, be able to say, that we're in remission, and that means a lot, through people's donations, and the willingness not to quit.
We wanted to thank each and every one of the students and the staff that are involved in organizing and making a great time with these mini-thons, because what you guys do is a huge part of the families, and your impact is amazing. So thank you very much.